tell me how it felt writing the book? What was it? It was an emotional experience for you. Just tell a little bit about writing.
The book was it was a catharsis, I suppose, after two sort of life-changing events. One was the death of my mother, and the other was on the heels of my mother's passing was my own trial with the lung cancer. So while I was recovering from both of those, definitely life-changing events. I was going through a lot of my mom's possessions, and I discovered her diaries and so much of my own memorabilia which she had saved. And it's really made me pause and reflect on a period that will never, ever happen again.
I really liked, I love Rodgers and Hart so much that I like all of the songs, but a favorite, I suppose, in this particular show, my favorite would have been the verse. She does the verse, too, with a song in my heart, and very few people ever do the verse, and it's one of the most beautiful verses that Larry Hart wrote, so I really love that. And but there's some other really pretty songs, too, that are not overdone that I liked a lot.
Okay. Could you tell me what your favorite song was tonight that Stephanie sang?
Wow. I know it never entered my mind was a favorite of my mother's, and it is a favorite of mine. But I think Mary's arrangement of My Funny Valentine made it new, and Stephanie's interpretation of it grew out of Mary's arrangement.
David Galligan, director-writer also.
And how long have you been working with Stephanie?
It's a guess. It's about 4 or 5 years.
And what inspired you to put the show together about Hart?
Because the first time I met her, she auditioned for me for a benefit, and she sang 10 Cents a Dance. And I went out and had T-shirts made, and this is true. It said Stephanie Powers, who knew? Because nobody knows she sings. So I always thought after that she has an affinity towards Lorenz Hart's lyrics. And I finally said, like 6 months ago, 5 months ago, let's do it. And she said, okay. And the three of us, it just came together like that. It was so, every day was easy, magic. It was, and this is what we got.
Stephanie Powers, a musical director, pianist, and arranger.
Now, how did you meet Stephanie?
Oh gosh, through David Galligan, the director of the show.
And who helped her pick the songs?
I'm sorry?
Did you help her pick the songs?
Yes, we all selected them together. We had a pretty long list, and little by little, you know, we just found what really spoke to us and kind of told the story that we wanted to. And
how long have you been working with Stephanie?
Gosh, I would say about 5 or 6 years. Yes.
Do you work with anyone else, or Stephanie is your partner?
I do. I also work with Rita Coolidge, which is such a joy. And for 16 years I was with Little Anthony and the Imperials, rather different style, which is really fun. And gosh, I worked with Helen Reddy for many years, Bobby Vinton.
In Branson or on the road?
No, before Branson. That's kind of when I left.
Oh, really?
When he decided to go to Branson, I wasn't quite ready to make that move.